Hello everybody, and welcome back to Dead Cells. My name is Xinixia, and I want to once again apologize for the last episode. I don't know what was going on. There were some bad plays made. This is just rolling straight on from that, so this episode is going to be just as hectic in terms of pure, unadulterated bullshit. Okay, still nothing to do there. But there was some fun stuff. As I said, I mentioned. Oh, hello. You exploded into a gem. As I mentioned briefly in the previous episode, I'm now feeling a little bit more relaxed in my recording, which I think is a good thing, because it means that I'm able to just talk a bit more, as opposed to just focusing on the game too much, which I think I've been in danger of doing, as in more than necessary. Of course, this is about the game, this is for the game, not for the game. That sounds like I've been sponsored, which would be nice, but I have not been. But whereas it should be, of course, about the game and about how I'm playing and what I think of it, I'm also now getting a bit more comfortable with the personal side of things, which is, as I mentioned again at length in the previous episode, part of the whole reason I want to do this sort of stuff. So, what's the plan for this episode? Who knows? Try not to fuck up as much as the last one, basically. I do love the ending to the last one, though, I have to say. My little standoff behind the door with the elite dude while I'm holding a double rapier, trying to figure out if I should just go back, wuss out, and take my previous weapon back, or chance it, and I make the wrong call. Spoilers for anyone who hasn't watched the previous episode. So why you're here without watching the previous episode, I don't know. It could be because I said don't watch it in the previous one. But you don't listen to that. That's clickbait, essentially. It's gonna make it's not clickbait. That's the wrong word. I would never. What I mean is it's negative reinforcement is also the wrong word. There's a term for this, and I should know this. I am a smart person, I promise. It's the whole thing that me telling you not to do it makes you want to do it more. And it's very annoying that I can't remember what that word is. No, thank you. Bear trap? Who uses bear traps? But yeah, if by some chance you actually listened to the last one, that's how it ended. Sorry. I can only apologize for spoiling my own spoiling my own terrible YouTube video. Okay, so yeah, the plan here, other than just get good, is we go ossuary again, I think, because we did sewers the last couple of times. We've seen the sewers. We've found some new enemy that I do not like. A whole bunch of new enemies and new attacks in this game that I just don't like at all. But we've done that. And we're going to go back to our normal hard as balls route for the moment. And see where that takes us. Hopefully to weird and magical places. Hopefully. We're taking a health, we want a strength. We also don't really want to go this way, so we shan't. So let's just go straight to the ossuary and call it a day. I also think there's a few weapons that I haven't picked up yet, or blueprints, I should say, that I have not picked up yet. Sorry, I need to readjust myself a little bit here. I had managed, over the course of the last hour-long screw up of a video, I had managed to slump exceptionally far down in my seat. Not only bad for my posture, but just annoying when you slump all the way down so your back is touching your seat. Anyway, full focus now. Microphone, stay in my face. Microphone, do what you're told. Good microphone. Okay, so I'm also looking for a new weapon, because this one is good for the moment, but when we get further on, the slowness really becomes a handicap. I went exceptionally Scottish there for a second. It's really starts to handicap. That, and obviously more upgrades, that's the whole point. Some new, as I say, yeah, some new blueprints wouldn't go amiss. I'd like to see some new stuff. Hello. Yeah, see, this guy is a nightmare with this weapon. That guy's a nightmare. Now he's going to be able to get down here, isn't he? Oh, he didn't. He didn't. Oh, God, nothing's ready. Nothing's ready. There we go. Everything's ready. And I killed the wrong person. Right, we can just slowly fire orbs of death at him. We can stack them. Watch. Uh-oh. Never mind. He got me before. That recharge is slow. Good. Uh-oh. Get him! Get him! Nice. Happy. I love the death orb. I just need... Really... Whew. So it's fight. I just need to get some skill upgrades to reduce that down time. Brain, please. Ow. Oh, you sneaky little. Reduce the recharge time is what I was trying to say. I think I'm gonna make this the last video because at the moment it's like somewhat amusing. At least to me, it's somewhat amusing to hear me talk absolute nonsense. But I think if I try to do this more than one more than just this one, rather, I think I will probably end up actually hurting myself by talking too much. See, that doesn't even make sense. That's how bad it's getting already. What I just said there makes literally 0 sense. Okay. Need a quicker weapon, please. Weapon speed. Max. Maybe like a scimitar or something like that. Or as I used to pronounce it when I was a child reading fantasy books, because that's the kind of nerd I was. Skimiter. I'm not even joking, that's how I thought it was pronounced. It's one of those words. You're reading books, and like, especially if you read like fantasy books and don't talk to people, as I did a lot as a child, then you'll come across a lot of words that you've never actually heard spoken, you've only seen them read, and there were a whole bunch of these I had. I'm trying to remember them now, I'll probably come up with a few. But scimitar was one of them. And oh, hang on, need to concentrate for a few seconds there. And I used to, honest to God, I used to pronounce it in my head, skimiter. Now, thankfully, luckily for me, most of these words that I had in my head, I didn't actually manage to embarrass myself with by pronouncing in front of people. I heard it said on the television and managed to make the connection. Or heard it said by someone else in conversation. And honestly, there were so many of them and I can't remember any of them right now. It's so irritating. But you know what I'm talking about. I'm sure this happens to everyone who reads, so probably not very many people read it. Hosing. But it happens a lot. You reread these words. Oh, biopic was one of them as well, actually, which was pretty bad. Because I don't know how I'd managed this, but I'd gone a long time without actually ever hearing anyone say the word biopic, as in a biographical, I believe is what that means. And I think this is a fairly reasonable assumption to make. I assumed it was pronounced biopic. I think that's a perfectly normal thing, but I got laughed at. That one I managed to actually say in front of someone. And he happened to be a person studying film, so he laughed at me. Quite horrific. He's a friend of mine, so it was all in good fun, of course. But it was embarrassing. Because I'm normally... when I'm not tired and trying to record a YouTube video at the same time, I'm usually pretty good with talking. I am relatively eloquent. Oh god, that sounded so fancy. I'm sorry I said that. I have a decent vocabulary and I know a bunch of words, basically. I need to say that. I can sound pretentious if I want to. If I want to. Even quite often if I don't want to. I'm sure you've noticed. And, yeah, so I get embarrassed with that kind of thing. But it happens to me quite a lot. I'm trying to think of other ones now. I know there were others. Something will come to me. Okay, careful now. Do I need to go up there? I do, don't I? Damn it. Alright, hang on. I've got a plan. But yeah, I'm sure that'll come to me, because it's like with everything else. I'll start talking about something, I'll forget what I was... Can you stop dodging? I'll forget what I was talking about because of some sort of interjection like that. Move on and then come back to it about 10 minutes later. It's a I think it's a Scottish thing. I've noticed this, because there's a lot of people I know that do it, and they're all Scottish. They'll be talking to you about God knows what. They'll suddenly be like, oh, and I must tell you. Usually with those exact words, oh, and I must tell you, before I forget. They'll launch into something completely different, but only, like, marginally related to what they're talking about. Completely forget the original subject. And then come back to it about 20 minutes later, at least. That was... Why do they insist on putting these things at the top of ladders? Come back to it, yeah, 20 minutes later. Once they finished about 4 other stories and had about 3 more drinks. That's assuming that this takes place in a pub. I'm not trying to depict Scottish people as alcoholics and just carrying around drinks with them at all times. I swear. Some are. Some are in all cultures, I'm sure. Nah, except maybe the Middle East. That's a legal thing. Drunk people are fun. Some, actually, no, I should rephrase that. Some people, when drunk and not too drunk, are funny. Is what I mean to say. But that's a mouthful. A very long sentence to say. People start getting into sort of storytelling when they're like that little bit, that nice sort of range between tipsy and pished, as we'd call it. That's all. They start telling all sorts of stories, and Scottish people are good at that. And I'm not the best. But a lot of Scottish people have a serious talent for storytelling. If you look at a lot of Scottish comedians, like Frankie Boyle or Billy Connolly, if you've never heard of them, it might not be your style. I don't know who you are. I don't know if you're who I'm talking to. But that's a classic sort of... They're very classic Scottish. They're very Scottish people, basically. If you want to know what it's like to be Scottish and be around Scottish people, that's what it is. Look up those two. And they do the same. Well, more so Billy Connolly, but they do that sort of thing where they'll ramble about something and then eventually, after about 4 detours, get back to the point they were making. This is going fine, actually. I wasn't expecting to do this well. I should probably change out the... Oh, wrong button. I should probably change out the Death Orb, because it's level 1. And it's a 9-second recharge. Yeah, we're gonna have to. We're gonna have to. Sorry, Death Orb, I love you, but... It's also better to have 2 items that I can toss down into a pit, or just do that. Okay, yeah, that was a good choice. Oh! Move. This is my new thing, because it used to be when I first started playing the game, I was just really bad at using skills. I've got better at that. Not perfect, but I've got significantly better at that. My new thing is that I really need to use my alternate weapons now more, because that's what's sort of been changed out. Because I used to... Oh. Ammo stuck in this enemy. I know. I know how it works. Not an amateur game. But now I'm really bad, because I used to just like rely a lot on bows. Especially the military short bow, I think it's called. I don't even remember the name of it, that's how bad it's got. I used to rely very heavily on that. But now I've become fairly reliant on skills. Oh, that was a long one. Excuse me. And I've stopped using my second weapon, so if I can just get a balance between the two without losing one or the other, I will be very happy. Let's try and dodge. Alright, what are you? What are you? Try? Nope! 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 Nope. Not happening. Not now. Probably at some point in the future, but not now. Down here. Yeah, I just want to reiterate something that I said in last episode as well, is that if any of you out there watching have a game that you think that you would like to see me play, please suggest it. Please suggest it, because I love hearing new ideas. I'm gonna have to I can't play Dead Cells forever. And I feel like as soon as... I mean, now I've got more stuff. There's not as more stuff to do in Dead Cells. Ow! With the secrets and stuff that are there that I'm going to have to try and figure out at some point. But the game's going to run out of content for me relatively soon. And at the same time, I want to have a little bit of variety on the channel. And I have a couple of other things uploaded at the moment. My series on Kingdom does really well for some reason. I'm not complaining. But I've got a walkthrough of Kingdom on the channel. If anyone wants to go and have a look at that. It's very long videos, but it's a nice relaxing game. It's good to like watch if you like have in the background. And if you want to learn how to play the game, I am fairly good at it. But yeah, you know, I need to get a bit more variety. I've been playing Dead Cells now for this is the 20th episode, and I feel like I should interject from time to time. That's the wrong word. I feel I should sort of break it up a little bit from time to time with some different stuff. And if you guys are suggesting it, then I know it's something that will be watched. And I play most kind of games. Just don't ask me to do PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, because like I can barely get that game to run as is. Where am I going? Oh, hang on, there's a whole area. I bet it's just the time door, but still, we should check. Oh yeah, because I just sort of ran past this dude in a frenzy. Oh, it wasn't just that. It was an upgrade. I think I checked. But yeah, PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds, good game. Very promising. Going to be even better once they get everything sorted out. Oh, there's the time door, so this has to be something as well. Once they get all their issues fixed, it's going to be an absolutely fantastic game. But it is currently so badly optimized, my computer is just below the top level stuff. So like I've got the second best of everything, basically. And it just struggles a little bit with some of the stuff. And I tried streaming it and it didn't really work very well. Even on lowest settings. So I've decided not to, and everyone else is doing it. So I don't really want to jump on the bandwagon. He says while playing Dead Cells. Where am I going? Here. And yeah, I'd love to play other stuff. Just no FPS is pretty much the only thing. Unless they're... Oh, this is the wrong place. Unless they're like heavily story-based. And I like story games. Really like story-based games. So hit me up in the comments. Give me suggestions. I'd love to hear them. Or on Twitter. Follow me on Twitter at Xinixia1. Because there's another Xinixia, which is a spam account, I think, that was created in about 2008 or something. And has, like, 2 follows. And no, it's not even a spam account. It was just like an account that was created by someone a while back. And they've not used it. And so I get a 1 after my name instead, which is great. I love it. So happy. You know, I can't get... YouTube autocorrects when you try and type in Xinixia in the search bar. Because it doesn't think that could possibly be a thing, which is fair enough. Because it is a bit of a nonsense name. But it autocorrects it to something like Xinixia. I think it's a Chinese name. Or a place. Don't know. But Twitter already has one. So, they've kind of screwed me from both ends. Thanks, Internet. Nothing is available in the way it should be, in the way I want it to be. But the day when I eventually get huge on YouTube and all the subscribers start flowing in, yeah, that's never happening. Then I'll get my own custom URL. Yeah, that's definitely never gonna happen. But one can hope. Whoop. We're in the prison dev. I haven't been paying attention at all. I've been on autopilot for a long ways now. Sometimes that's the best way to play games, though. Ow! Sometimes, not always. I need a health upgrade, actually. Ah, this fucker. Since they buffed those things, those are absolute nightmare. Like, just horrible. Do I need to go? No, I don't. That's wonderful. That's the best news. Ah, that's not. I'm gonna have a double. I'm just gonna avoid you. You are the worst. I know I say this about every second enemy. Be nice. Oh, that's a +1 health. Well, we'll get rid of the Ivy Grenade, because that's got a long charge time. I know that the Magnetic Grenade does as well. But it gives me +1 health. I need that. Badly. That's going to be more health right there. Give me health in my lamp, keep me burning. Haven't thought about that song for years. I used to sing it at primary school. Primary school is, I don't know, what would you call it? You have a word for it, and I know the word for it, but my brain is not bringing the information forward for some reason. My brain likes to fuck with me. I like to do the whole setup, my brain assuring me, yeah, you've got this, This whole setup for an intelligent comment, or just a normal comment, doesn't even have to be particularly intelligent. My brain does the whole, yeah, you got this. I'll bring the word forward. When you need this word will come out of your mouth. And then it assures me that's going to happen, and then it just doesn't. It falls flat. And I look like an absolute idiot. Like I do now. What the hell do you call it? It's not coming to my brain, and this is annoying. It's still not coming, and this is making it really awkward. So now we're sitting here in this awkward sort of situation where I'm desperate to try and remember the name of this thing. And it's not coming. Elementary, there we go. Oh, good lord, that was stressful. Elementary school is what I was trying to say. Is what we call primary school in Scotland. And I believe England says the same thing as well. And Australia? If I'm not wrong. Yeah, we used to sing that song. Because we... Oh, okay, move. Thank you. I don't know how that happened. Something went wrong. We didn't like it. Yeah, we used to sing a lot of hymns in school. It wasn't a Catholic school or anything like that. Because Catholicism is not very big. I mean, it's there, of course. There's plenty of it. That sounded wrong. That sounded like it's infestation of some kind. I don't mean it like that. I have nothing against any specific religion. But it was yeah, we used to sing all these religious songs and stuff at school. It was very strange. We had an assembly every Thursday afternoon, I want to say. My memory is really lacking. My memory's just been... The 2 episodes that I've decided to start talking about random stuff. Where did you come from? Oh my god, I did not see him there at all. The 2 episodes that I've chosen a weird time to start doing it, where my memory is just not working because I'm tired. Ow. Oh, just please leave me alone. This is the worst. This is hell. We had some great ones though. We had the one that they tried to make. I loved it. They made it like a sort of cool song. I want to say that cool is the wrong word, but I'm sure that's the word that was being tossed about when they wrote it. And it wasn't even a hymn, actually. Now that I think about it, it was about littering. We used to sing a song at primary school about littering. It was amazing. I think, you know what? This is the thing. This is how often we used to do this, and about the fact that we had 4 songs that we sang at primary school every day. Not every day. Every week for 7 years of my life, we used to sing these songs. Pretty much the same 4 songs. There was one that everybody really liked, which was strange, because I think it was because it had actually a really cool tune to it, a really nice tune. But I think the other part was because the school had collectively, and this is one of those amazing phenomenons that happens at primary school, and also that sort of mob mentality thing that happens. The first thing was, and to this day, I don't understand this, because in every school, at least in the UK, that I have ever seen, this procedure happened the exact same way. The head teacher would walk into the assembly and would say, "Good morning, students," or "Good morning, pupils," or "Good morning, everybody," or whatever they were going to say. Good morning, basically, is the point of it. And then we were to say good morning back. Now, how this came to be, I don't understand. But everybody would always say good morning in the precise same intonation, because it wasn't like we didn't say good morning like a normal person. She didn't come in and say good morning, peoples, and we'd go, "Oh, good morning, Mrs. Jack." That was her name, Mrs. Jack, Kirsty Jack. So it wasn't that we just came in and she said good morning, peoples. We go, "Oh, good morning, Mrs. Jack," and it would all be like murmurs and stuff. We went, "Good morning, Mrs. Jack," with that exact intonation every day. That speed, it sounds so strange for me to be saying this now. But that's how it went. We honestly, we just sort of intoned it. And it's so bizarre. It's not a way that any real human being communicates. We just did this weird-ass chant. And then the assistant head teacher would come in and she'd say, "Good morning, students." She was scary. She was a lovely woman. I mean, I sort of met her after I left, like, in the street, because it was a smallish community. And she was a lovely woman. She was very strict. She was lovely. And so she'd come in, she'd say good morning, and we'd go, "Good morning, Mrs. And this is the thing, you could always fit the syllables in. It didn't matter, everyone would fit it in the same way. So it'd be, "Good morning, Mrs. McGregor." And it was like, and this was the strange thing, everybody did it the same way. Every single student in the school, and this is a school of, it was a reasonably small school, I think. It had about 500, 600 students in the primary school. And then the funny thing was, that would just continue the whole way. And sorry, what I was trying to say. The funny thing was that this happened the exact same way at other schools. Like, you'd occasionally, you'd like go out to see other schools, or you'd be doing some sort of collaborative project or whatever. And no. Absolutely not. And so you'd get to go to other schools. And they would be the same. They'd have different teachers, different students. You didn't know each other because you only knew people from your school, generally speaking. Unless it was your cousin, and then there was maybe one or two people that knew each other. But they did it the same way. It was that intonation that I've been doing there, which is horrible to listen to, I know, so I'm sorry, I'm going to do it again. But it's this da 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 da. It's so weird. It's so unnatural. And I've heard people, I've like watched YouTube videos. This sounds weird. I've watched YouTube videos of other primary school students. I know this sounds weird. From around the UK. Out of context. There was I don't remember what it was at the moment, but there was an actual reason for me doing this, I promise. And they did the same thing, and they still do it to this day, and it baffles me. Someone who knows about psychology, explain that. What is that? What is that nonsense? I mean, it's hilarious. Looking back on it, it's absolutely very funny. But yeah, so these songs, this is what I was actually this is what I was talking about earlier. The songs. And I was, oh Jesus, he's just cannoning them out at me. These songs, there were four sort of songs that were like the real big ones. The one about littering was hilarious. Let me just see if I can remember how it starts. No, I don't remember how it starts. Oh yes I do, oh, it's coming. It's coming very slowly. And bear in mind, this was 20 years ago almost. 15 years ago. No, 15 years ago it was, since I left primary school. It doesn't sound that long ago. Can you die, please? I'm very close. I remember the second line. This is the annoying thing. I remember the second line and how that goes. But anyway, the second line goes, "Iron bedsteads, dirty old rags, litter on the pavement, paper in the pot. Is this what we..." And then what you'd have to do, you'd have to go, "Is this what we really want to see? No, no, no." And that's how it would go. Sorry for that. I had to do the clapping. And it was so bizarre. It was basically an anti-litter propaganda song that was written by somebody who has far too much time on their hands for primary school kids to sing about them not littering. I honestly don't think that that's how that works. I'm not an expert, but I don't imagine anyone walking through the park and having a bag of crisps in their hand, and then they're about to just toss it on the ground, and then they're like, wait a minute, how did that song go again? Oh yes. Is this what we really want to see? No. I don't think that's how it works, to be perfectly honest with you. It's a valiant effort, but just people still littered. The other one that I remember fairly clearly was called Colors of Day. Now this was actually a fairly nice song. It had a nice tune. It went da 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 da. That was the verse, and it's quite pleasant. Stop it. And then it went, and then the chorus was really nice. It went similar, but it had that little raising, and you could really sort of put your effort into it because it was just the right key for prepubescent children to sing their lungs out to. And it was a really nice song, but the chorus actually went. I think the word was something, so light up the fire and let the flame burn, open the door, let Jesus return, or something like that. Take seeds of the Spirit, let the fruit grow, tell the people of Jesus, let his love show. Something like that. I don't remember the exact word. Maybe I do, and I just don't know. But the school, as a sort of hive mind, had collectively written, and this is one of these things that had been passed down from generation to generation. The school had collectively written alternate lyrics. The staff were very aware of. Some staff thought it was hilarious, some not so much. Understandable. Now, can I remember the alternate lyrics? I'm sure I can if I just start. It started the same way. It started like, so light up the fire, and then it changed. And let the school burn. Open the door, let teachers return, something like that. I think that was the whole thing. I don't know if we had a second part to it. But as primary school children, from the ages of 4 to 11, that's a pretty big deal to get the whole school to learn the same stupid alternate lyrics to the one song. No, I think that was it. I think there may have been a second verse added. It's a second part added afterwards, but I don't remember. But you'd always like glance at your friend and be like looking at them, going, "Are you going to sing the real lyrics, or are you going to sing the bad lyrics?" It wasn't even that bad. You were just telling the teachers to go back into school when it was on fire. No, I liked my primary school in retrospect. At the time, not so much. But it was decent. What? Oh, hello. Yeah, hiding away from me there, you bastard. That was 2 of the songs. Oh, this is a great bit. I'm sure you're all loving this. Primary school songs of the 90s. The other one was a song called Sing Hosanna, which we used to sing a lot. And again, I don't remember the verses. I'm sure I could figure out 1 or 2 halves of the verses or something like that if I tried. But they're not very interesting. The interesting part came when it came to the chorus, because nobody could ever sing this song right. Not a single servant, I should say, because there were plenty of single people who could do the song right. This is fun. This is not productive, though. This is seriously not productive. There were plenty of individual people who could sing it right, but there was always somebody, whether deliberately or by accident. Oh no! Careful now. Careful now. Would sing the words wrong. So the chorus. Oh, I've used all my healing. I've been talking too much. Is there anything up there? I don't see anything. So the chorus went. Sing Hosanna, sing Hosanna, sing Hosanna to the King of Kings. Sing Hosanna, sing Hosanna, sing Hosanna to the King. Okay, so that's how it went, how it's actually supposed to go. But as a child, having to repeat this, the song, that was the chorus. The song had, I believe, 6 or 7 verses, and it went on for too long, basically. Ammo plus, oh yeah, so that one. Went on for too long. So you kind of get bored and zone out a little bit, but you know how the song goes. You heard it just there. It's very straightforward. And there was always someone who'd come to who'd do the following. They'd go, sing Hosanna, sing Hosanna, sing Hosanna to the King of Kings, sing Hosanna, sing Hosanna, sing Hosanna to the King of... Oh shit. Because you're not supposed to say of kings in the last bit. And there were some people who would do it deliberately because it was really funny. When it did happen, people giggled, of course, because we were children. And... Where am I going now? Hang on, I need to concentrate on the game for a few seconds. I think I'm done. Yeah, I think I'm done. So, oh, hang on. Because we were children, and it was hilarious. He got the words wrong! It's not of there! It's just king! But then there were some smart... Ooh, that was close. There were some smart arses, of course. And I believe I would have to include myself in this at a couple of occasions. Who would deliberately sing of afterwards. And the teachers patrolling around. And honestly, it's so weird when you think about it back. But there were teachers actually patrolling to make sure you sang the right lyrics. And that you were singing with your heart. You weren't mucking. But yeah, it was your formative years. Some discipline's probably good for you in that time. I don't know anything about education. But yeah, that was the third song. Now I'm trying to remember the fourth one. The fourth one was the... There were more songs that we would occasionally sing. There was the four main ones. I'm trying to remember the fourth one now. It can't have been that interesting. But each song had its own story. You've heard 3 of them already. Gosh. Oh yes, I remember the fourth. It was called All Things Bright and Beautiful. That was just a nice song. There was nothing. There actually wasn't that interesting a story behind that one. Just it was just very posh sounding. Kind of, it just went sort of, all things bright and beautiful. That was the wrong tune, but all creatures great and small. Chose the wrong key to sing this in as well. All things bright and beautiful, the Lord God made them all. Something like that. That was a horrible rendition. I chose the wrong key and everything. But something like that. It is a reasonable song. But we sang those 4, more or less. This is not going to go well. I can only hit him once safely. I like the new animation for that. It's nice. Can I get him twice? Yeah, it's a bit dangerous. So those were my 4 primary school songs. And I mean, it's a testament to how often we sang them that I can actually just off the cuff probably sing most of all 4 of them if I had to right now. I sang you significant amounts of it. But I could probably, at a push, manage most, if not all, of the songs. Whoops. Called the pop. And that's how many times we sang it. 7 years, every week. Oh my god. 7 years of my life. For every week, every Thursday when we had assembly. Sometimes we... Oh my word, what happened there? I guess they've buffed his shield a little bit. That's probably what was wrecking me last time as well. Ah, my word. Burn so I get the damage over time. It's not very good damage over time though, is it? Actually, looking up in the top left there, it's pretty easy. And I can... Headshot, I guess. Didn't see his health go down that low. Not complaining, not complaining. So yeah, those are just like ingrained. There was one as well, because I used to be taken to church as a child. I have since stopped. But I was taken to church as a child. There's one that I remember very distinctly from church as well, just because it was so ridiculous. It was written by a member of the congregation, if I remember correctly, so that's why we always had to sing it, because he complained if it wasn't sung. Because he was one of those types. And he was a lovely guy, but he was like, oh, so you don't like my song then that I wrote for you guys to sing? That's fine. He's one of those guys, basically. And it was so ridiculous. I don't remember the verses, but I remember very distinctly the first part of the chorus. It went, the Bible seems like a very big book, but it's not so hard if you take a look. It's full of good things for me and you. Read it in the Bible. It's so ridiculous. Once again, I would like to just reiterate, I have nothing against any particular religion. I just find these certain aspects highly amusing. If you are religious, that is fine by me. I have no issue with you. But god damn, do they have some ridiculous songs. I should... Ooh, what should I go for? I think health. And then I'll change my sword. Oh, yes, I will. Yep, that's going to be much better. Yeah. I did a lot of singing as a child and teenager. That's another thing. If you want me to do a singing stream as well, I can't do anything on YouTube because it'll all get copyright claimed. But I can do it on Twitch. If anyone wants me to, let me know. Got a guitar. I'm okay. I'll take requests. Play Wonderwall! Yeah, I know that one. Well, you've probably heard me singing now and been like, maybe we'll skip that one. Okay. I'm trying to think if there were any more stupid songs that I sang as a kid. I mean, there were plenty of like road trip songs as well. Everyone has them. And that's things I've started saying a lot of things in American way in my late teens to adult years. I say that late teens as if that was recent. It wasn't. But you know, we have a lot of silly things. I think I don't know how many of them are international, how many of them are Scottish, but there was a whole bunch of road trip songs. But what I'm saying is, sorry, it's road trips in America. We don't say that. We just say we're going for a drive. Basically, we took a drive. Not we went on a road trip. But a lot of sort of those Americanisms are creeping their way into normal language in both Britain and Australia anyway. So it doesn't really matter. My parents hate Americanisms. I don't really mind too much. It is a mixture that is the language of the internet anyway, so... Maybe. 1148, 1190. When you're below... no. Spiteful Sword's better. I'm more likely to have... Or I'm more comfortable getting the crits after I get hit than when I'm below 50% health. I don't want to be sitting around 50% health. I'm sure there's a good strat to be had there. And I'm not the one to find it today. It's a very obvious strat. But yeah, car driving song. A very musical family. All of my siblings sang and played instruments. My parents met through a singing group, opera society, or operetta society, I should say. Google the difference. Learn something, goddammit. And yeah, so we've always had a lot of music around, which is there's a door there that I need to go through. Running zombie. Fight! No, he's gonna get... No, he's not. We're good. I love how we can summon a zombie... Oh, hang on. Didn't click the R button. I love how we can summon a zombie that's bigger than him. Just trying to think if there's any appropriate or indeed interesting card trip song that we had. Everything would just sound ridiculous. Like we had these sort of like... I want to say traditional, that's probably the wrong word, but these sort of classic, the word I don't know again for these kind of songs. It's just like one of these rotating songs where you gradually add things to them. Like we would have one, the one was called The Bog Down in the Valley, where you would start off by saying, it's like, you start off with there's a standard chorus, standard chorus, and then you sing the short verse, and then you go back to the chorus, and then you go back to the verse, and you add something to it, and then you go back to the verse again, and so on and so forth. Keep adding to it until it's just ridiculously long. But I won't go into that. I'll be here for hours. That was the whole point of those songs. They were a distraction for annoying children in cars, of which we were 4. I have 3 siblings, so not the absolute biggest family in the world, but enough that parents got very frustrated in cars with us squashed in the back for hours on end. And of course, time passes much more slowly when you're a kid. That's relativity, folks. Because you've not lived as long, an hour is a higher proportion or higher percentage of the life you've currently lived, therefore feels longer. Because it's, each minute is longer compared to what you've lived than it is the minute after that. You know what I mean? So as you age, that's why time starts sort of speeding up. Now it's much easier for me to wait an hour for something now than it was when I was a kid, because it's no longer as long. Getting very metaphysical. Good lord. But yeah, if you want to know, that's a basic idea of how relativity works. It's perspective based. So because I'm 26, a year to me, whoop, hang on, is 1/26th of my life, and therefore much shorter. Feels much shorter compared to 1 year of a 6-year-old's life, who is then experiencing only 1/6 extra of their current life. I'm not explaining this well, but I hope you understand what I'm meaning, or don't care enough. Either or is fine by me. How is he not dead? I feel like the man should be dead. You know, it's amazing what I can go through in my waffle, as we call it in good old Scottish. Good old British English, actually, I should say. I think waffling is a generic term in Britain. He's gone from primary school hymns and stupid songs over to quantum physics. Not quantum physics, relativity. Quantum physics. Don't be stupid. Don't use words just to try and sound smart. You know what quantum physics is. Nothing to do with relativity. Now I'm going to get angry people saying it's got everything to do with it. I'm not going to get involved anymore. Okay. So this run is looking... Okay, hang on, we can't do that. It's looking reasonably strong. Actually, I've got 6 and 7 on the strength and... What am I doing? Strength and health spectrum. Which is respectable. I wouldn't say that I'm definitely going to win, because I am very good at fucking up. Leave behind a cloud of toxic gas when you roll. I don't know. I'm not going to use dive attacks much, I don't think. I use rolls more than I use dive attacks. I think that's the logic there. That's the logic of the dive. Oh, nice. I'm actually happy to see a skills one, because having a couple more levels in skills wouldn't go amiss. But I really want to beat the Watcher. It's starting to really annoy me now. We're 20 episodes in, and I had hoped to have the Watcher beat at least once. I was thinking, yeah, 12 episodes max. No, not at all. But then I was hoping to be an update, and I'd be like, okay, we can come back to it. That, coupled with my bad internet issues, meaning I was behind on several episodes as well, it's just been a horrible combination. Which means that I'm just behind. Not that it's competition. I don't know anyone else on YouTube, so it's not like I'm competing to be the first to beat it, or anything like that. If I really wanted that, I could just sit down and play it all constantly for one day and probably beat it eventually. Probably beat it eventually. It's good talking skills right there. Alright, Graveyard. Time to make you my bitch. I shouldn't talk like that. That doesn't suit me. Oh, well, I think we should just start at the top, more or less. Oh no, there's a 50 there. Wasn't even paying attention properly. I'm not upgrading the Spartan Sandal. It's a protest. I'm abstaining. I am abstaining. I find it to be a singularly useless item. I like to see enemies getting stunned instantly when I hit them. It's very much my preferred interact. 206, excuse me? Very much how I prefer my interactions to go. No. Oh god. I'm kind of debating how to handle this, because these guys annoy the hell out of me. So I kind of just want to speed strat past them. Hello. At the same time, I don't really want to look like a pussy. No! God, no. Definitely not. So I don't know. I think if they're in a good space, this one is not. Got him. I think if they're in a good spot, which is like somewhat secluded or somewhere on his own, that I can. Oh God! All right. Well, this guy's gonna get killed then, or he's gonna. Oh, I dragged another one down here, and there's another one up here. God damn it! Well, everything's just gone to shit. Ignore what I was saying. The plan's gone. Let's do another health. Let's do another health now. I think it's my longevity that's gonna be the telling factor here. Although I want to test this out against the boss. Because when he does that charge, if I can just do that... Oh, they've changed that. They made it bigger. No, don't attack them. I was just about to attack them. Excuse me. Ah, there's nothing even in here. What am I doing? Oh, hang on, maybe there is. No, get away from me. Hang on, can I block that? I can. Nice. Alright, alright. So there's a plan forming. I don't think it'll work because it's a plan that I came up with. I don't think it's going to work, but I want to test it anyway, because if it does work, then this could... Ooh, they've changed the key as well, I think. That's a different looking key. Because if it works, then I'm going to feel like a genius. And it'll also make the boss exceptionally easy. The viscera of dead victims explodes, inflicting 47 damage. Nice. 100% damage on a burning target. I don't have any way of making them burn now, do I, though? I think I'll just take the straight upgrade. No, I don't have any way of making anything burn. That's a shame, because those both had... The ones I had. Burning bonuses. So I found that very quickly, which worries me. I'm going to have to keep exploring because I would like to get at least... Although it can be the underground... It can be the underground portion. I'd like to get more upgrades if possible. This would be something I would like very much. Thank you. Those guys can die. The Inquisitors are no problem. And in! Who's gonna be waiting for me? I say no problem. They pack a punch. If they hit you, you're gonna feel it. But they're very easy to stun. They don't bother me too much. Ooh, give me some. Tempting. Very tempting. That's +1 health, though. I can't get rid of that. And that's actually the death orb. I'm just thinking strats for the boss now. The death orb is actually... Excuse me. There we go. I can imagine the death orb being pretty good against the tentacles when they spawn on the Watcher. Uh-oh. I think. I might be mistaken. Thank God there was just him there. Right, so I'm now at the world's edge. Cannot open from here, this door cannot be opened. Something's blocking the door. What is blocking the door and how do I get past? I want to get in there. God damn it, game. Right in the spikes. Gosh. I'm just going to heal up, just in case. Because if I get stun locked by something and comboed, I'll really be annoyed. Whew. Almost had me there. Very nearly had me. I'm sorry I'm being a complete pussy. I know, I could have just teleported as well, actually. What the hell? No, it's too late now. Already there. I know, but those enemies are hard. I don't like. What is he? Why is he shimmering? Oh, because it's. Oh, because there's. Okay. There's allegedly. Smoke pit. Haha, get wrecked. Excuse me. Ow! That's not as much damage as I was expecting. Once again, we will just be dodging past these guys. We will not. We will not be taking the cursed sword. Uh-oh. Hup, dodge, hup, dodge, slam. I don't know why I'm announcing what I'm doing. Seems somewhat silly. Okay, don't go down there. You can get wrecked. Oh, don't drag him and he's gonna get me. See? Sure as hell gonna try anyway. Right, now I have to worry about him as well. Nice go. Oh, no, 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 no. Good job. You don't know where. Okay, you see. Hope you didn't know where I was. Definitely not the double-double. One strength, though. No, no, no. I think we're good. I think we're good. Hang on, I haven't accidentally taken a double-double, have I? No, I was thinking just for a second there. I just remembered the spiked shield having a large amount of damage, and that concerned me. Because I thought it maybe was a double-double. I was thankfully wrong. So we're all good. My god, I'm also exceptionally hungry. I'm sure you're all dying to me. So I definitely need to find myself something to eat. Once I've finished recording. Bonus, on the plus side, these guys are, I don't want to speak too soon, relatively easy to kill. These guys, I don't know what's in front of them. Nothing, thankfully. Good. These guys are relatively easy to dodge past, thankfully, because their patterns are... Almost eating my words there. Ow. Patterns are relatively predictable. In fact, extremely predictable. What am I talking about? Another shop? I'll take it. Definitely. No, it's +1 health. What am I talking about? And I know I could have taken the burning mace there and got the burning damage thingy with the I don't think it's gonna be. I don't think that's gonna be a deciding factor. It could be. I just don't think so. Oh, is that another scroll of power over there? It is. Fantastic. We're gonna be exceptionally healthful. That's a word. I promise. It's a real word. It's a real word. I just said it just now. I made it up. Which makes it real. Helpful. It's like helpful. Ah! I thought I didn't see you. Okay. And dodge. Get away from me, you nasty pig. Fighters, no, not so useful. Very useful on PvE, but not PvE boss. Don't know if there's a clever acronym for that. And we again fall for the spikes being on the floor and body slamming into them. Ah, thank you. A well-timed kebab. This is what we like. Oh, Jesus, it's just him down here. Can't be. Nope, it wasn't. Die. Die. God. Don't even need the gold, really. You can die, definitely. As can you. Oh, this throws a bomb as well. I was just spamming it. Oh, well, not spamming it. I was hitting it reflexively. Because I thought it was a ranged weapon. I was incorrect. Okay. Hello, sir. We can finish the nutcracker. Perspective on that sprite looks a little wrong, don't you think? And now we can just start from the top down, basically. See what we can do. Alright, Wish me luck. I want to see good luck in the comments, please. Somebody write it. Good luck, Zin. Or Xinixia, whichever you prefer. Zin for the more relaxed among you. The more, informal. That's the word I was looking for. Had to get the word before I moved in. Alright, we can do this. We can do this. Has he got a hat? Has that happened since last time? Right, oh yeah, I need to wait for that, and I need to try the shield. That cooldown, that seems to have gone down a lot as well. Come on, come on. Defense breached! What does that mean? I don't know what defense breached mean. I timed that one wrong. I don't understand what that means. Oh, does that mean it doesn't do damage to him? That is rude. You're kidding me. It actually doesn't! Okay, well, I hate you now, game. You have officially pissed me off. Something terrible. That is bullshit of the highest order. Sorry, no, you can't do that to me, game. You cannot do that. Sorry, I won't allow it. Ow. Heal. Ow. I'm pissed. I'm happy to admit it. I am unhappy. I mean, I've actually got a decent run going. I could have had a better secondary weapon to tackle this boss with, and I chose this because I thought, oh wait, he charges. Ow. What better to have against it? Oh god, charging enemy than a weapon that blocks. Hang on, this is really good. If I'd aimed it properly. Because now I'm stuck here with a relatively useless weapon. I mean, yes, it can block, but I don't want it to block. I was going to say just as easily. I can almost as easily just dodge out the way. He says while failing to dodge out of the way. Nope. Nice, nice, nice. That was good, actually. I got them down fairly evenly. So this last one, yeah, exactly. That's the trick to that. You need to try and keep them even if you can. This is annoying. I can probably do this, though. He says. I shouldn't say things like that. It's just, it's the surefire way of dooming myself. Right. Because what I can do, though, is that. Oh. He needs to stay still for a bit longer, I feel. I like that he's coming towards me now, though. That's pleasant of him. Normally he avoids me at all costs, because he knows that I'll fuck his shit up. That's the technical term. Hang on, I need to heal. Perfect time. One hit. Jesus. It's almost worth him letting him, like, hit me when he comes down. Almost. It's not, but almost. Because then I get the crits. Come on. Come on. Bring it. Dislike that defense breach bullshit. It's so rude. I mean, like, so rude. That's a good one. Those are also hard to attack, hard to dodge, rather, when I'm doing this sort of strategy. Whoop, get away from those. Okay, well, we're doing okay. It's a fairly low-octane fight, though. I'm not very excited by it. This is only the 5th time I've actually seen the boss. Shouldn't be that. I shouldn't be this nonchalant about it. Oh, good. Here we go. Right, from here to there. Right, bring them over this way and let the Death Orb do its work. Ow! You guys are fucking me. Excuse me, sorry. Apologies for my choice of words. It's not... didn't convey the meaning intended. Although the rolling is giving a nice poising effect. Didn't see that one coming. Ow! motherfucker. Okay, they're all really low, which is nice. So this should go quite easily. Yeah. There we go. One hit from him, and he's not gonna be much either. Whoa, look. If he stays still for a second. There we go. Dead. Heal. Needed that. I've got one heal left only. Can you step into the death orb, please? Come on, come on. You missed, anyway. Alright, we're halfway there. And I'm more than halfway through my available health. Come on now. Oh, this thing. I hate this. I'm so bad at dodging this. Also, what is this shield around me doing? It seems like it's intended to shield me. As it's named... Well, I've just named it that. It doesn't necessarily... It's called that. Excuse me. It seems like it's intended to give me, like, iframes, but it doesn't seem to be doing its job. Get him! Get him! Oh, that was a good combo. That did a nice amount of damage. Okay, we're fine here. We're fine here. Hey! He's done it! He's done it! Oh my word. That is amazing. Oh, he almost did it. Twice. Can we stop playing this game, please? Can you stand still? Honestly, if this boss stood still, he would be dead in seconds. It's just me that roll there just seemed very slow. Lethargic. Okay. Nope, he's not done it. He's not done it. Oh, it just lessens the damage. That's how kind of them. I saw that there. Give me a little sort of noise. And instead of hitting me for 70, it hit me for like 15. Oh, nice! Yes, stay right there. Stand right there. Uh-oh. Nice dodge. Nice dodge. Heal. I'm probably not efficiently healing as much as I should, because I don't actually know how much a healing potion heals for. Stupidly... Oh, come on. A little bit of warning, mate. Stupidly don't know how much a healing potion actually heals for. So I always seem to be spamming it, or not spamming it, but using it a little early. Oh, didn't move in time. It's getting a bit frantic now as well. Also got a very short range. How many times does he need to do this attack? Oh, here we go. Okay, to the right, left, death orb. Remember these fuckers. Remember, dodge as much as you can. Yeah, because otherwise I'll get sandwiched like that and just killed. I've not got any heals left. I'm probably screwed. I'm so sorry. I've done my best, but it's not been enough. I'm calling it now. I'm still gonna do my best. I'm just hoping that I don't. Just hoping that I don't die to a tentacle. That's my only hope for this. I don't mind dying to the boss himself. Well, except for that last time I was at him and I died with literally one hit left on him. Hang on, can I... Oh! Hang on, when's the one charging at me? Oh, stop trying. They're moving too fast. Oh, good fucking Jesus. Apologies for the language. But it's necessary right now! No tentacle death. No tentacle death. I am not a Japanese girl in a hentai. This one's got too much health. He's going to hit me once at least. Woo! One more. This tentacle is my final boss. I don't care. If I beat him, I win the game. In my eyes, got it. Okay, I win. I'm not going to win though. Oh, really? You're going to charge at me for 3 feet away? That's not allowed. That's against the rules. Just don't do the big wind-up green thing. Oh, or that. I tried to dodge. I pushed the button, I promise. Oh! Alright, well, it was a valiant effort, and we got some interesting stuff done, sort of. So thank you very much for joining me for this episode. I will be back again tomorrow with another episode, so please join me again then. If you enjoyed what you saw just now, whatever that was, please feel free to leave a like down below. And once again, if you enjoy a lot of my content, then please do subscribe to the channel. It would mean a great deal to me. And it's really nice to know that people are supporting as well as watching. So thank you very much, and I'll see you again next time. Enjoy the rest of your morning, evening, day or night, whatever you're having. Bye-bye.